We are using the big blender in lunch break today. We are using the yuzu fruit. Chef Dan Tucker from Sushi Salvario is here to whip up something a little sweet from that sweet and savory brunch menu.
Absolutely. We are making toasted, like a sweet spice pound cake.
Oh,
toasted spice.
Excellent. Tell me about this yuzu fruit, because I don't know anything about it.
Yuzu is a Japanese citrus. It tastes a lot like the most bitter tangerine you've ever had. It's a really unique, amazing citrus taste. Use a lot of the juice, not so much of the fruit. You can buy it at a lot of Asian markets. It'll have what looks like kind of a round lemon on the bottle. Really delicious.
Excellent. So we want our pound cake to be bitter?
We want the pound cake to be sweet and rich. We're going to use the yuzu, a little sugar, and some lightly muddled berries to top it to kind of balance out a little tartness, a little bite to kind of balance out the pound cake.
So it's all about the combinations here. Okay,
Absolutely.
So what have you done so far? You got started.
So in here we have creamed together 1 pound of butter, 1 pound of brown sugar, 1 cup of white sugar, 5 eggs, some ground cardamom, allspice, and nutmeg, till it's very light and fluffy.
Okay.
Now we're going to turn this on very briefly. Add 1 cup of buttermilk, and then 3 cups of flour to complete our batter. And we're trying not to blow this all over your studio.
Oh, that's quite all right.
So once you
always
get all
make
this,
a mess when you cook.
Yeah.
It's not fun unless you do.
You get all this in, and you want to mix it till it starts to get legs. You'll see little lines going across.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And once we're there, your batter's ready. You take it out, put it into a nice greased loaf pan, bake it for 1 hour at 350 degrees, and then through the magic of TV,
Okay.
we have one done. Now the secret to this pound
warm,
cake
toasty pound cake.
is once it comes out of the oven, you want to let it sit in the pan on the counter for about 5 minutes, and you'll see it pull away from the edges. When it pulls away from the edges, flip it out onto a sheet of foil and wrap it up.
Okay, otherwise it falls apart.
Well, what that's going to do is, because it's hot, all that steam you see coming off is moisture escaping. So you wrap it up in here, and it all goes back in, and you get this really rich, moist pound cake. And it's delicious.
Interesting. That's the
You
secret.
leave it unwrapped, it gets dry and crumbly, and you go, well, this isn't as good as
I
it
followed
should
the
be.
recipe. Why didn't this work? See, now we know the little
So then
secret.
you
Thank you.
unwrap, and you have this kind of beautiful, and you can see where it's really caramely and spongy and soft and delicious.
Can you see that? Can you get a shot of that there, guys? Oh, see, now who knew? Because I always leave it out to cool, sitting out without
Wrap
wrapping it
up,
first.
It'll be much better.
That's excellent. Okay, and then we're going to top it with our...
And now we're going to make our yuzu pickled berries. So we've got raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries, a little bit of lemon zest. We're going to add just a little bit of sugar so it's not too sweet or not too tart, and then the yuzu juice. What I like to do is kind of mash them.
Smell that.
You may. So
Oh, interesting.
if you can't find yuzu at home, lemon and lime juice combined is not a terrible substitute. It's not quite the same thing, but it's pretty close.
Okay.
So I like to mash it up just a little bit so that everything kind of gets mixed together and you have really delicious fruit there.
That's good and healthy. All those antioxidants in there with those
So we're going to
fruits.
take it over here, and we're just going to kind of generously spoon this on top of the cake. It'll give you a little more moisture, some nice tartness to balance out the cake that's really rich and interesting, kind of heavily flavored with those
That looks pretty
sweet
too.
spices. Then just a lot of powdered sugar to end it off.
Oh, perfect.
And you are set for breakfast or brunch, afternoon snack or dessert.
Or today, dessert before our lunch.
Yeah, that's what you
This is
got.
great. Well, Sushi Salvario is located at 504 North Wells Street. You also have locations in other cities. The sweet and savory brunch every Sunday. For more information on today's recipe, check out WGN-tv.com/midday. We're going to taste a little sweet. We'll be right back. Thank you so much.
Thank you.